Breathing exercise are very, very important upon your life, and this is to stimulate your witch power, to the highest degree as best. And when you do any type of a breathing exercise, you're actually stimulating your Kundalini energy as well. So many people they talk about the breathing exercise, and I thought again I should actually make a video to try to talk about the great awareness of these breathing exercise, how it is important that you uphold on the security or on performing them correctly. I will teach you about the breathing exercise. The thing is, the breathing exercise that I know, they are very advanced, and I can never teach them in public, unfortunately. So all of these breathing exercise, they build up your chi power. It's like you are messing with your life force energy, and the chi power or the witch power, whatever you want to call it, is very, very powerful. That when you use it from the back of your spine, right, you can melt up a metal and increase its degrees to be very, very hot, because that's what the chi power is. It's the high intent energy that's burning, but it'll never burn you. But you can burn things with it. You can heal things. You can do so much you can do so much with your witch power. So every time you do breathing exercise, you are building up your witch power in steps, upon a solid foundation. And what I'm trying to say is, these breathing exercises are not to mess with. You're building up your life force to the point that when you start to do breathing exercise, it is important you do the basic ones, so that you can be able to move on to the advanced breathing exercise and make it much more easy for you to do these exercises, right? And whatever you do, whenever you're doing this breathing exercise, it is important that if it happens, you feel like there's a shortness of breath, you stop immediately. If you know that you've got a condition that is to do with your health, as soon as you move on to the advanced breathing exercise, you need to check in with your doctor or whosoever that advises you when it comes to your health and your checkups. Because some of you, based on your way of being in terms of your health, I wouldn't advise you to really randomly just do this breathing exercise that are very, very intense. All right, but the basic ones, they can do a lot great. So you just need to do your checkups with your doctor and whatnot. The important, I guess, when it comes to your breathing exercise is to ensure that you're not actually overdoing it. No matter what happens, don't overdo a breathing exercise, because it will actually end badly. That's why I'm saying that this is not something to mess with. Always start at the beginning of the basic breathing exercise, so that the moment you start to move to the advanced ones, it's just gonna be easy. It's just gonna be easy. There's one breathing exercise I will not tell you. I did this breathing exercise once. Very, very powerful. Forbidden knowledge, definitely. Now, the dangers of this breathing exercise, when you're not ready, what usually happens, because it's all about bringing up the condition of this energy from down there and focusing it in the area of your first eye, right? And now that I'm talking about that, you need to know how to locate your first eye. It is a vortex chakra. Because I told you before, your first eye is within it is tangible. But your first eye chakra, the first eye organ, is real and tangible. Your first eye chakra, it is a vortex like all of your chakras as well. It's not actually inside but outside of you, in a form of a mirage inside that interlinks with your first eye, and so is the other parts of your organs, because each and every chakra is responsible for a specific organ inside of your body. Then it links up with it so that it can actually transform and bring about health inside of you. Get it? So to locate your chakra, you must do this, right? You hold the tip of your chin and the tip of your nose, and then you take this point, move it to the tip of your nose, then that's where your first eye is located. The importance of this is over the fact that when you're focusing on your meditations, you know that you're at a right position, because you can do this for years and not actually get it right. So just by the tip of your chin and your tip of your nose, you go up, then you know that it's here, right? So the moment you bring up this energy, doing that breathing technique, if you're not actually ready for it, what usually happens, you feel like your brain will explode. And while you're on that motion, your consciousness will leave your body. And if you do not know what you're doing, you could lose your consciousness. I'm telling you, your consciousness will exit your body, right? So that's one of the reasons I'm saying that the moment you move on to the advanced breathing techniques, you must master at least the basic ones, right? And on that note, you have chakras all over here. I told you this before. You've got chakras here, right, that follow each other in the pattern 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got chakras here, you've got chakras here, you've got chakras here as well. You've got a chakra here, right? You notice, I'll tell you, when Yeshua used to heal people, you'd actually touch them at the certain areas. Why? Because he was interacting with those tiny chakras around the face so that they can actually bring about the healing within when he touches you, right? And these chakras are very, very important. You've got like 3 chakras here that you can use to turn up the beam of light. There are people usually, they used to say to me that, or people that are able to see, like, wow, there's an aura behind you. That was not an aura. It was a beam of light, my beam of light, which you and everybody else can activate. It's not really hard. So you get, like, if you measure up in this sense, right, you know that your first eye chakra is here. Then there's a chakra here as well at the tip. Then when you go down there, there's a chakra as well, which is the one that you use to connect your beam of light and make it active, right? You look at the horns of animals. The horns of animals, they stand out as the beam of light. That is why these horns, they take them so that they can actually be used. It is high value because they carry that energy of the beam of light, which makes up the crown. It is the extension of your crown chakra, which is important. As a king, you know that you're wearing that crown because your crown chakra activity is activated to a certain degree, because your crown chakra is a disc, right? It is a flat disc. It's not a vortex, but a flat disc. So you know that if you're wearing a crown, then you're deserving of that because you've activated your chakra to that level. So the flat disc of your crown chakra activity is the extension of the beam of light, which when you activate fully to the point that now you start to see a light behind a person's head. You notice, you look at the Buddha and ascended masters, Yeshua as well, has also been depicted as such. There's a crown behind. It's because they activated their beam of light, which is the extension of your crown chakra activity. Then it starts to glow. This thing can actually even glow in the darkness if it is so sharp, right? So yeah, okay, I'm not going to talk about that more, but I think I've told you before, but I don't know why I was talking about that. I guess I was just giving you an understanding how these chakras really operate. But the topic here, try that when you active or exercise or building up your chai power, your life force, basic breathing exercise. I'll teach about this exercise, the breathing techniques I tell you about that are very advanced, but I can never do it here in public. I'll have to do it under subscription, that I know that a person who's very interested in them, that are ready, to do the advanced breathing exercise to actually build themselves up, then I know definitely that you can actually use this knowledge with care and so much respect. All right, so try to keep that in mind, that building up your chai power, it needs to begin from the basic of your breathing exercise, and do your breathing daily exercise every time, and this will just transform you all the time. My name is Ram Melchizedek, the Living Conscious Son. I thank you.